Hi, I'm Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and we've got a good one for you today because we're going to cover reconsideration for the EIDL grant and loan, how to turn no into a yes. Before I get into it, please take a second to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with all your friends and colleagues, and let's get into it. When I'm not making YouTube videos, run a conference company here in Southern California. We do startup events for medtech, biotech, and different medical device companies. These companies are looking for strategic partners. They're looking for manufacturing, sales forces, and the most popular thing that they're looking for is money to manufacture, money to grow the companies. And one thing that is very clear is all these companies that are successful, their 10 My events, follow a pattern. And this pattern is very easy, and it's something that you can use in getting your EIDL loan or grant reconsidered and approved. So first things first, the SBA has just changed the program with the EIDL targeted grant. If you get the letter from the SBA, they have told me directly that we're not just sending these out willy-nilly to people. They're to people that are in strategic areas that are eligible for the targeted grant. If you received a partial grant, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is, based on the number of employees you put on your application, it may have been 0 because you may have applied for the EIDL loan and never got the grant because they ran out of funds. You are eligible for the remaining balance. If you didn't get any money, you're eligible for the full 10 grand. If you got $1,000, you're eligible for 9 grand. You do not have to take the loan to get that money. But what they've announced immediately is they've started to turn people down for the EIDL targeted grant. Originally, they were not letting people get reconsideration for that or be reconsidered in any way. It was just flat denial. There's nothing you can do. Effective on April 16th, you are allowed to get reconsideration for your EIDL grant. You can get reconsideration in 3 ways on the EIDL loan. And the 3 ways are this. You can get, if you were denied for the loan, you can get reconsideration for the loan itself to get a loan. If you got a loan and you want more dough, you can get reconsideration for that. They just changed the terms, and the terms went from 6 months operating capital to 24 months of operating capital to a maximum loan amount of 500 grand. A lot of money, great loan amount, great loan terms for 30 years at 3.75%. If you got a loan already, you got a year extension added to your loan to where you do not have to make a payment. So you don't have to make a payment for 2 years. If you get a loan in 2021, you don't have to make a payment for 18 months on that thing. The interest accrues from the second it hits your checking account, but you do not need to make a payment for up to 18 months. You can pay it off anytime you want. Now, the good and bad of the loan, if you get a loan over $25,000, you have to have a UCC filing, and they attach the assets to the company, which simply means, and you can have someone explain this to you in more detail, that you just can't willy-nilly sell the assets off of the company and think you're going to file bankruptcy and everything's going to go away. They're going to attach the assets and seize assets for businesses during this time. That being said, it's very common when people borrow money to have these UCC filings, and I've seen them for 20 plus years of being in business. So again, when you are asking for money, it's very simple. If you're asking for more money, if you've been denied, you need to combat exactly what is wrong on the denial. So if they denied you for your credit, if they denied you for one of the 3 most popular reasons, which is credit, the company didn't have they said that the company didn't suffer a loss, which again, that's insane because I think every business has suffered a loss during this time. And for them to say that yours didn't is preposterous. And the third reason is that they can't verify the information. And what that means is that from the application, from what you're telling them, your social security number, your EIN number, the financials, the name of the business, the email address, something doesn't line up that they can't verify this. What you put on your tax return should be put on the application. It's that simple. Now, this is straight from the SBA's website, and I'm going to leave a link below that you're going to be able to take a look at. But here's exactly what they say that you need to do to get reconsideration for the EIDL grant. Effective immediately, applicants can send a request for reevaluation of a targeted EIDL advance application that was declined to the following email address: targeted advance reevaluation at sba.gov. Applicants should follow these instructions when requesting an evaluation. Send an email to targeted advance, like I just said. Use the subject line reevaluation request for, insert your 10-digit application number. In the body of the email, include identifying information for the application, such as an application number, business name, business address, business owner's name, and phone number. Now, the most important part of the whole thing is this. Include an explanation in any documentation that addresses the reason for the decline, if available. SBA will contact applications if additional documentation is required and to complete the review. Now, here's what you need to include. If for some reason they say that your business has not suffered a loss during this time, explain to them in great detail how it's been affected by this. Now, if you own something and sales are up 100% and things are just fantastic, then you're kind of stuck, okay? But if you have a reason and you believe that your sales have been down, like so many people that have written me and so many people in the comments of these videos below, explain that. Explain what you've been going through. If for some reason that they say that your area does not apply, show them that you're in a low-income area. Show them the desolate problems that you have. If you look at the videos that I've posted over the last 2 weeks of all the closed businesses in your area, show them the carnage of your neighborhood and how bad it is and how you're eligible for this money. Remember, the grant does not have to be paid back. If you want the loan, more power to you. If you are eligible for the grant and you get the grant, that is your money to use in your business as you see fit. Okay? Do everything you can to get that. Now, the best reconsideration letters are the ones that combat things head on, and they give as much detail as possible. What the business does, what the money's going to do for the company, and the difference it's going to make in moving forward. Explain the hardship of this. Also get into what your company does. You'd be surprised. I talk to people that explain things to me, and I have to ask questions for them to explain what their business is. When explaining what your business does, use the 3-sentence rule. And that is, you're explaining your business to my grandmother. Grandma's going to nod off if you don't do this in 3 sentences, clear and concise. This is my friend John. This is what John's company does. John's going to have 3 sentences before Grandma nods off because she's 150 years old. Okay? So explain to the SBA what you do, and explain, I would, why you're better than your competition. Don't write a term paper over this. It's quick, clear, and concise. And if you do that, this will help you get the money, because then the next thing is, what are you going to use the money for? How is it going to make a difference? I talked about that person, Steven, who reached out to me, who sold reconditioned and used women's shoes. That guy wrote the best reconsideration letter I've ever seen. And the reason for that is because he talked about what the company does, how he separates himself from the competition, how he sells, how he markets, and what the money's going to be used for. And by doing that, I don't know how they could turn him down. I just don't. It was like I said, it was an A+. It was perfect. Okay? Now, the next thing is, if you were denied for the loan, okay, you're eligible to go back for it, but you need to combat the problem head on. And again, one of the 3 reasons, it could be a myriad of reasons, but the main 3 reasons are credit, no loss in the business, and the information doesn't jive with what you provided them. Make sure what is on your tax return is the same thing that's on your application. Match the figures. You're going to need to provide them with Form 4506T. That is the form that allows your tax return to be sent to a third party so they can see it. in the middle of the application of that form, you need to release the authorization to the Small Business Administration, and you need to write who this form is visible to, put the Small Business Administration. The SBA requests this form from people, people just sign it and send it in and don't put that on there. And that creates a problem. The next thing is, if you have an existing EIDL loan, people are asking for reconsideration for the loan amount and for denial. I've got a letter that we have written, and we're going to give you that and give you an example of what you need to put in a regular reconsideration letter as well. I am requesting a reconsideration of my SBA EIDL loan application or grant number, EIDL application number for my business. Make sure you list the business legal name. The application was denied due to, what is the reason, folks? List the reason that you were denied on the grant or the EIDL loan. I believe I should be eligible for the EIDL because provide an explanation. My company provides blank. Here's our website, reallycoolcompany.com. I've included some photos, included a few pics of what you do, and social media accounts for reference, attach the Facebook page, Twitter, etc. The money will make a tremendous difference in moving my company forward and making it successful for years to come. Attached to this submission are my supporting documents. Add a brief description of the files that you're attaching. Make sure that that's included. Thank you for your time in reconsidering my application. If you have any questions, I'm available anytime by phone, and then put the phone number down. Sign it, give them all this information, and once again, make sure you close it out with your application number. The email address to send this to for reconsideration of your EIDL targeted grant is Targeted Advance Reevaluation at SBA.gov. Now, if you are trying to get reconsideration for a loan or for an advance, the email address is pdc.reconsideration@sba.gov. pdc.reconsideration@sba.gov. And that is for reconsideration of your loan and to get your loan advanced, your loan increased during this time. I hope this was helpful. Please take a second to like the video. Please hit the subscribe button. Please share this with all your friends and colleagues. We've got a Patreon channel that you guys can sign up for now if you'd like to join us there. You've also got 2 free stocks with Webull. Webull just sent me notification that they're increasing their offer. So you can get 2 stocks if you sign up. And they've got a bunch of cool things coming out with cryptos and things like that that you guys want to be part of. And you can get that for free. I will see you guys very soon. Please reach out with any of your questions. And you've got all the contact information below. And I will see you guys very soon.